Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the Theme Park Evangelist. So I am finally doing my first at-home vlog in like a month or two. This is exciting, finally. I have been waiting for this opportunity. I actually have a whole bunch of them. I was just kind of going through my mental list like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize I was that behind. So I'm going to be a little more flexible over the next 2 weeks now that I am just going to be focusing on training at my new attraction test track at Epcot and working at Publix whenever that happens. They did not schedule me on Wednesday, so that gave me the perfect opportunity to take care of my car, take it in, and get it fixed. I guess there's a little issue, but it's still under warranty, so I can't exactly argue about that. Yesterday, I went to Blizzard Beach, and then I went to Hollywood Studios last night, and I just got that vlog uploaded last night, and I kind of edited it a little bit as best as I could. YouTube did update their current editing software, so it's a little nicer, and I actually really like how my camera, phone I should say, captures little snapshots from my vlog, or vlogs, and allows me to choose which one I want. Sometimes I don't like any of them, so I usually go on Google and find a photo that I like best. Sometimes I even use pictures from my own Facebook too. I mean, it depends. I normally go to Google because of the fact that a lot of those pictures you'll find don't have anybody in it. I usually try to use pictures of just me or me and TJ, and unfortunately, I had to end my friendship with TJ last night officially. I know I've tried in the past, but just for personal reasons, I'm not going to say why, I had to finally do it in it, which is a real letdown because I really loved him as a brother. I really liked him as a friend. He made going to Disney and Universal very exciting. We had a lot of stuff planned over the next few months, and I'm just gonna have to start doing stuff on my own now. That's all there is to it. I mean, it's not a terrible big deal. I can live without him. I'm sure he'll find somebody else. I mean, I'm gonna miss him, but unfortunately, when you have a friend that doesn't exactly, how should I put this, respect you completely for as a friend, and I've had friends like that where they'll meet me in areas or departments that they want to meet me in, but there's certain areas that I really want my friend to like focus on, like I really need you to do this for me or this for me, and I don't mean to do it as a jerk. It's because I'm a Christian and these are things I believe in, and unfortunately not every single friend that I meet is going to have the same beliefs, so it's not a surprise that, my friends are going to let me down in certain areas. And unfortunately I've had to throw away a few friends because they weren't willing to change who they were just to prove to me that they really appreciated me as a friend. They would maybe do it up to a point, maybe even pretend to do it, and then they would go back to their old ways around me again. And just the way I am, when I ask someone to do this for me, I really expect them to do their absolute best to do that for me. If someone were to ask me not to do something around them, I would do everything in my power not to do that around them. There was a girl I was going to date from my former location. I'm not going to say where she's from. I'll just say she was in the college program. And she had asked me, don't be silly, on our date. And even though that was a really hard thing for me to do because I like to be silly, though I can be serious, I was like, man, do I really want to do that? Like, I mean, I'm willing to do it just this once. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to spend time with this person because that person's going back home soon. Anyway, enough of the rambling. So I'm just gonna kind of go over a few announcements over what's going on in my life. One thing you guys notice that I like to do that most YouTubers don't like to do, I like to name the title of my vlog. No, normally when I name it, I usually officially name it on YouTube as close to the original title. Sometimes I forget what I called it. Sometimes I remember it and I name it dead on. So one thing you'll notice I like to do is name my YouTube videos while I'm vlogging. So this one is going to be called What's Been Going On With Me Lately / upcoming vlogs. So kind of where I'm going at. So I'm sitting in a different spot right now on the couch. I'm sitting on like the dead center, and I know it's kind of a plain background behind me, but it's whatever. We're repainting the house, so I figured it was time. Finally got rid of the hideous wallpaper we had because the cats decided to destroy it. Wasn't hideous to start with, to be honest. It became hideous after the cats got to it. But I know one thing for sure. If I do pass this math class that I just took, next Tuesday I'm going over to Hollywood Studios because I opened a test track that day. I actually have a training shift that morning with a new trainer. So I figured I'd just kind of hang around the area. Maybe I can get an earlier reservation. Now it's just going to be me by myself. I'm aiming for 5 because I don't want to be out there forever. And kind of celebrate being that much closer to getting my AA. If I can pass this class, I'll be officially 1 math class away and 2 foreign language classes away from receiving my AA. I've already walked. I just got to receive my associate's degree. So what AA means, associates in arts. I know not everybody knows what that is. I've actually talked to a few of my family members in Canada. They're like, what is an AA degree? It's like, no, I understand that. So that's kind of coming up. I kind of mentioned last night when I was at Toy Story Land that I found out I'm off next Friday due to the fact that my training is about to come to an end at Test Track in the next week. And the funny thing is, I'm only on day 3 as of tomorrow. Like, I don't want to be thinking about going off on or being independent just yet. But unfortunately, Disney knows that they can't, how should I put this? Let your trainer train you forever. There's too much demand on working in attractions. There's too much need to get as many employees or cast members available as possible so that we can keep the attraction operating. Unfortunately, the bigger the attraction and the more complicated it gets, the more employees they need to operate it. I say employees because I don't always feel the need to say cast members. I don't know if Disney will actually terminate me for that. That's the question. But yes, next Friday I am off because of the fact that my training is temporarily or is about to come to an end. And as soon as I pass my assessment, which is when you're a trainer, will go over everything you learn with you, but won't necessarily be coaching you along, but will just point out flaws you might have made. And you pass, then you get to pick up shifts, and we'll get scheduled regular shifts from that point on. So I'm really hoping I do well. Other than that, because of the fact that I'm off on that Friday, one place I haven't gone to in a while is Universal. Now, I'm always at Disney because I'm a Disney person. I'm a Disney freak, you could even say. But the one place I need to go back to is Universal. I still have my pass. It expires in November. I'm thinking about renewing it. Well, maybe not renew it because this was a freebie. But at least getting another one, a Prefer Pass again. I do miss being a Prefer Pass holder. And unfortunately, because I'm no longer friends with TJ and he's getting ready to quit Universal anyway, so it doesn't matter, I'm going to lose the benefit of the free parking. So I'm going to have to go back to paying $11. Yeah, Universal's pretty steep when it comes to parking. I'm sure as soon as Disney jacks up their prices again, Universal will too, trust me. For my birthday, I was originally planning on staying at the Aventura Hotel, but when I found out that TJ wanted to quit, and of course, I don't really want to stay at a Disney resort by myself, so I'm kind of secretly hoping Melissa will come back during my birthday. She said something about the second week. Even if I don't do it that weekend, at least sometime that week, I'm hoping to stay at the resort with her. I doubt my parents are going to let me sleep in the same room as her. I don't think it's a good idea for unmarried young male to sleep in the same room as another female, especially when I'm a Christian and I just don't want the temptation to be there, so I might have to sleep in another room. And I'm not afraid to say that, to be honest. I'm not sure exactly where she wants to stay as of right now, but that's coming up. Actually, before that, she's going to be down again in October, and we're going to do Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I can't remember what poll I did on my Theme Park Evangelist Facebook page, but I was asking if everybody would prefer if I did Not So Scary or Very Merry, and I think if it came down to it, I would rather do Not So Scary. I've always wanted to see what kind of candy they give away and see all the Halloween festivities. I'm more of a Christmas freak myself, but, I've heard that Disney really puts a lot of hard work and effort into the Not So Scary Halloween Party. I've heard nothing but good things, praises about the whole thing. It's like, I think it's finally time. I'm getting ready to move out of this area next year. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be the theme park evangelist anymore. It means I just got to take a different approach to doing my YouTube videos. I might have to do more at-home vlogs and kind of go over ride details, kind of what DSNY Newscast is doing right now. Never heard of them? Look them up because, trust me, they're worth it. Probably going to go back to the Each of the Bee concert series at the Food and Wine Festival this year. You can guarantee there is going to be another Food and Wine Festival vlog at Epcot this year. Normally I do my opening day one or opening weekend one, and then I usually go back and I do more. And guys, for a fact that the Food and Wine Festival is my favorite of the festivals that Epcot does. I've been a regular attender of the Food and Wine Festival for about 10 years now, which is crazy. So I'm looking forward to that. Rock the Universe is next month. I'm actually going to buy my ticket for the Saturday night this Thursday because I'm getting paid that day from both jobs. And I'll have enough money left over to put towards the event. I already asked for the day off because I wanted to go in the park a little early. I was going to go over to Islands of Adventure, play around there, get my cup activated. Now, Universal will say, oh, you can't use your cup at the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines after the park is closed for the regular attendance. That is a lie, because I actually went to Rock the Universe last year, and I discovered that there were people that had come into the park earlier, activated their cups, and they were still able to use the machines. The machines are set up a little differently. And the machines, basically, the team member or employee programs the cup to be able to receive free, unlimited, well, not exactly free, but unlimited soda until the end of that day. So the official end of that day, once the Earth has made one complete rotation, then your cup will no longer be active that day. It doesn't matter what time you go in, as long as you do it just before the park closes, because all the team members that normally would be working at that park will have already left. Now, I don't know what time Islands of Adventure closes that day. I could be a jerk and go over to Islands of Adventure at 4, assuming the park is still open, and then head over to the original park via walking, because the train will be down at that point, the Hogwarts Express, due to the fact that the event will be going on. I'll have to look into that, but as of right now, my plan is to get there a little early, per se, between 2 and 3. It's going to be super quiet that day due to the fact that Rock the Universe is going on that day. I always like to do my rides right off the bat, because the concerts usually start around 6. And there's a good number of them I want to see, including Casting Crowns, like right around midnight. And because it's going to be on a Saturday night, you guys can guarantee that there's going to be some really cool concerts. I've heard that when Casting Crowns does their concert Saturday night, they do a candle lighting ceremony, so everybody gets to hold a candle while us watching the concert. I don't know if my parents will make me go to church the next morning. I like it better when I decide on my own, do I want to go or not, instead of having people nag over me. So I'm really hoping I get to move out on my own next year instead of staying with them. I know it's cheaper in the long run to stay with people that can afford to live on their own versus someone that's almost 25 that's working 2 jobs and trying to save up for college. It's just a little hard, you know? Not to mention I have bills to pay. Anyway, I've been rambling on for quite some time now. This is probably my longest vlog. So I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night and peace out.